How you doing, everybody? This is PrivateCitizen. I'm out on the road today briefly just to kind of see how these Kuryakyn Upper Air Deflectors work. The air temperature on the bike right now is about, it says it's 49 degrees and it is cold. Actually, it's not too bad. The windscreen is doing its job. So right now, hopefully in the one camera that's looking forward, you can see that the air deflectors are not deployed, they're turned in. I'm trying to check to see how my hands are going to feel, so I'm going to hit the highway, do about 55, 60, and see what comes of it. So I do have the hand warmers on. They're full on, 5 bars. I'm wearing gloves. You see that? Now these gloves are insulated on the top of the hands and not really on the bottom of the hands. There is a slight wind, crosswind, so I guess that will kind of like affect the results. I have to adjust my mirror. Okay. The wife was cleaning them off earlier. She said, your mirror is dusty. Can I clean it off? I said, sure. But when she did it, she moved it and it was a little bit out of position. But anyway, back to the business at hand. My hands feel pretty good. Actually, they don't feel cold, and like I said, the deflectors are not deployed, they're turned in. It's almost as if right now the air is being deflected, maybe more so I don't know, I don't really feel the wind on my hands too much. I'm trying to feel where I start to feel the air resistance and where that happens. But this is working pretty well. No issue so far. My hands feel pretty good. Not really having to fight with the cold as far as fingertips or anything like that. So I'm going to try to deploy these. If I sound a little funny, I'm sorry. I have what do you call it? I don't know if you can see them. I had those clear retainers on. I did one of those mail order teeth straightening things where they give you the little it's like Play-Doh. You put it on your teeth, it makes a mold, and then you send it in, and then they wind up sending back a series of, I guess, corrective teeth straighteners. Alright, so I don't know if you can see in the one view, you should be able to see that the deflector is now out. I'm checking with my hands. It does deflect the wind towards the outside of the hand grips. So the hand grips themselves aren't getting any wind. I'm doing about 75. I guess I should slow down. I didn't know I was going that fast. So I'm going to bring it back down to, let's say, 60. Alright, and then let's put on the cruise control. Okay, cruise control 60. Yeah, and I don't feel anything on my hand at all, really. I guess it creates a little bit of a pocket as it's set out to do. Again, as I put my hands out to feel where the wind resistance starts, it's starting right towards the end of the grips, the outer end. So yeah, I would say these work pretty well. Still, they haven't been tested on a really long drive, but at what the bike says is 47 degrees outside, and it is 3:20 in the afternoon. I don't know if that's right. I'll check that on my phone later, but it says it's 3:20. Well, I can't read my watch, but we'll say that's right. Anyway, so 3:20 in the afternoon, 47 degrees, and everything is hunky-dory. It feels good. So far, I'd say it's definitely an improvement over stock. I do have my windshield in the full up position, so it is blocking the maximum amount of wind, and those little side winglets, I guess, are doing their part. And so far so good. I did film this in portrait and not landscape, again, just so that you could see the actual deflector in position. And so I could also check to see if it flutters. Sometimes things will, vibrate in the wind if they're not screwed down tight enough, the bolt, so I can check the film later and see how that's doing. But I have to say, no problems at all. I'm about to sit back, relax, and just enjoy this ride. So if you're thinking about getting them, it seems like to me it's a pretty good purchase, at least so far. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with them coming loose, but it's only been 5 minutes. So you might want to take that into consideration. But I like the feel of it. Well, the feel of my hands. I guess I'm getting overly excited, I don't know, but it seems like now I can take longer rides and not really worry about it so much. Yeah, this is not bad. And I have the Kuryakyn grips on, which are thicker than stock. So if you know anything about that, you know that they don't heat as well, or because there's more surface area, they're harder to heat or harder to keep warm with their whatever airflow there is that goes over them. I'll call it for now, and I'll give you an update if there's a long-term type issue. Right now, it does seem like I'm starting to feel my fingers being a little bit cold. So I don't know. Maybe there's air coming from the gap between the inner side of the mirror and those little winglets next to the windscreen. There is some air coming through there, but it doesn't seem like much. Alright, I'm going to turn them back in now. So I have one in on the left side, that's in. The one on the right is out. Just cruising along. So I guess to revise, more of a long-term test is probably needed to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. But for the price, you really can't beat it compared to stock, the OEM. Alright, I'm gonna hang a Yui and head on back home. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Oh, also on my display, my dash, there's a light. It looks like a key with some arc lines above it and a battery symbol. So I think the battery in my key fob is low. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one of those. And since I have a second key fob, I'll probably replace them both at the same time. 14 minutes in. Oh no, there's water. I try to avoid the puddles when I can. The seat is nice and toasty though. No issues there. So while we're waiting at the light, I'll go over a little health news. It was time for me to get my physical, my annual, and being 50 this year, the doctor said I need to get a colonoscopy. Get the old roto-rooter, I guess. So I have to figure out how to schedule that. Now they told me I had to get one. It's part of a routine. I've never had one before. But on my way out, they never gave me any paperwork for it. So I didn't know where to go. I had to go back up there and say, hey, you know, do you have any, I have the referral sheet, but you didn't give me any of the information on the locations. So I've been doing my research online, trying to find places. I gotta call my insurance to get the cost out of pocket. So I don't know. Hey, you all just keep your fingers crossed for me. Pretty sure everything will turn out okay. I don't have any underlying issues, at least none that I know about. Yeah, so just say a prayer for me. Yeah, I'm kind of leery about going into a hospital to get it done. I think I prefer an outpatient setting in like a medical center, a non-hospital medical center, because of COVID and everything, and people being, sick. People are in the hospital because they're sick, so it would be nice if I did it at a separate outpatient facility. But I'll go where I gotta go to get it done. But it's good for instant weight loss, so I'll probably take my weight like right after, and then I'll kind of live off of that for a while and eat whatever I want to, because I'm not worried about, gaining weight since I'm 5 pounds lighter. Yeah, so the teeth, I did a Smile Direct Club. For me, it was not deductible for my health care. According to the healthcare people, you have to actually go and see a dentist to get these for them to cover the cost. So mail order, they do not approve of. Trying to plan some trips for this year. The wife, she used to ride with me a lot, but not so much anymore. She got a little leery of it. So I guess I'm gonna have to go out on my own, because I pretty much refuse to just sit in the house and let this thing just go to waste. So I guess I'll probably have to bring you guys along with me just for a little extra safety and security out there on the road. Going to strange places. I'd stop the video here, but I don't have touch availability with these gloves, so stuck to on. Still holding at 47 degrees. The hand grips are still on 100%. My seat's on the third bar. I'm still feeling pretty good hand-wise. Now comparing the left hand to the right hand, I'd say the left hand feels a little bit cooler, and on the left side, the air deflector is not deployed, it's in. On the right side, facing forward, it is deployed. So I think I'll go with these. I think I'll stick with them. Besides, there might be some additional benefit in the summertime, either directing the heat to me or away from me. So this is where my phone died. So apparently cold weather isn't good for cell phones. Thanks for watching.